You just want to let them pass so we don't have to hear that the whole way.
I was trying to get ahead of it.
So before we get into today's video, I'd like to talk to you about Glacier National Park. We went there for our 18th wedding anniversary, and we decided to record it to share the experience with you because, well, we were going to hike it. We wanted to do the Grinnell Pass because that's been my wife's bucket list since, well, I've known her. We decided that we were going to do it. We booked our tickets in advance. The problem with booking your tickets in advance, what we know now, is at 7 p.m. the night before, they release a ticket drop to get into the park. We did not know this. We didn't buy it. The ticket we bought a week earlier said be at the park between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. We showed up at 7:15. When we got to the park, the young lady asked us to see our pass. We showed her what we had printed off on the internet, and she had said that it wasn't going to work, that we needed our $2 an hour entrance fee. So I asked her, I said, did we just pay $35 for nothing? She said, no, you're still allowed to go into the park. Cool. So how do we get into the park if you're not going to let us in? The Sun Road is basically the basic, is the main attraction. Kind of like, you know, the lake is for Crater Lake. She referred us to the visitor center. We went to the visitor center, and the visitor center told us that we had to drive 120 miles or something like that to the other side of the park to get in that way, because that entrance was free. We couldn't buy the $2 get-in ticket because we didn't buy it the night before at 7 p.m. What a waste. We drove all the way around the park, went in, we saw some pretty cool views, except for we didn't get there till damn near noon now. So we drove around for 47 minutes before we took this hike. The hike we originally wanted to go on, they didn't say on the internet, was closed down unless we booked a horse trip or a boat ride or some kind of shuttle service. Basically, we spent a shit ton more money to go to the hike. They said it'd be open up next year. I don't know if I want to go back because this has been an absolute donkey show. And forget about seeing any wildlife. It was absolutely insane at how loud and how many people were on these trails. Or, I'm sorry, trail. Because we only had time to do one. We drove around for 47 minutes just to find a parking spot, and we parked quite illegal. And I just wanted to express some of the concerns and frustrations, because us, the taxpayers, we should get a little bit more. People should be a little bit more quiet on these trails. They should think about other people as well as themselves. I will say this, I now know what it feels like to be a woman. I carried a chest holster, as I stated in the previous video, and every person stared at it. Some people smiled. You could tell who the city slickers were because they definitely didn't smile. So I'd like to encourage you to pack through national parks with a chest holster, because it is legal as of 2010 to pack in parks. You just can't discharge the firearm unless it's life-altering. I left in the video an edit with some Asian folks that asked the questions, and I explained my belief structure to them. They were pretty neat. It was kind of a fun conversation, and the guy's wife was absolutely amazing. She was really funny. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. Wow, what an intro. A week later, and I'm still irritated about this event. Actually, this is 2 weeks later. The parking, everything else just combined for the frustrations. Anyways, this is called the Trailless Eaters. This is a trail that they have a boardwalk over. I don't know why, evidently we can't walk on the foliage there for whatever reason. It's actually kind of pretty and it's serene. But man, there's a lot of people. It's almost like a Walmart Black Friday sale. Or, I don't know, every Saturday at a Costco. I don't know what's going on to warrant all these people just congregating in one spot. Man, this is a beautiful spot. Never in my wildest dreams would I think that we'd find a tropical setting in Montana. The water, the pools, the valleys, the little waterfalls cascading down into the pools. It just all seems like it's some kind of adventure movie, you know, somewhere in the Amazon, or maybe in South Africa, you know, some kind of jungle type setting. This is absolutely breathtaking and stunning. If it wasn't for all the people pushing their way in and out, I could probably spend all day right here in this one spot. This is truly nice to see. After seeing this, I start to loosen up. If the rest of the hike looks like this, then we're in for a mighty good treat. As we start back up the trail, I speed things up here for a few minutes just to pay attention to all the copious amounts of people that are just everywhere. It's kind of like, I don't know, $1 off strip night at a man camp in an oil rig. I don't know how else to word it. Anyways, we walk our way up this creek and it's just beautiful views. The water's loud. People are coming and going, but it's still kind of pushy. And I think it's kind of wild that common sense eludes people. They put up a bump line. On the way back down, you'll see a sign that says that people have died there. So if you see a bump line out at a park, observe the damn thing, because it's there to help you. It's there to save your life, because incidents have happened. And with the way people are pushing in and out of us, it's amazing that some people just don't get pushed into the water. And if you're an iron worker like Dan, then yeah, I know the rules don't apply to you, but still, everybody else is not iron workers like Dan. They should observe the bump line. I work construction. I'm going to observe this bump line. Anyways, there's so many people on this trail that I start thinking about the Cocaine Bear. And that was a funny movie. And I find that I'm starting to want to relive the Cocaine Bear here. I'd like to see some people start observing quietness. There's a bunch of audio terrorists around here. It's amazing how many people are walking by with their little boombox Bluetooth speaker stereo things going. On one hand, I'm glad they're out on the trail, but on the other hand, leave their technology at home. We just don't want to hear it. It's amazing to me that this is really going on in such a beautiful spot.
You know what would make this really awesome? A bear. A bear with a Pakistani arm in it. Smell like the Cocaine Bear. The Cocaine Bear would be awesome right about now. Some foreigner's mouth, arm in its mouth.
Okay, that's really not very nice. I really shouldn't be wishing harm on people. I really shouldn't be wishing for the Cocaine Bear to show up. That's how frustrated I am. In such a beautiful spot, I am wishing for a bear to show up. That also goes to show the mannerisms of other people. But keep in mind, I'm still irritated from the parking situation. So as I said earlier, this is our 18th wedding anniversary. And this is something my wife has really wanted to do for a long time. I am so thankful for my wife. I'm so glad to be married to her for so long. She has been a rock by my side for a long time, and I am greatly appreciative.
No, babe.
Yeah? What?
This time, 18 years ago, the girls are playing for me.
Yeah.
My wife is standing right beside me. I had to turn that audio up to 157% just to try to get it to where you can hear her singing quietly. This next guy is quite impressive. He's over 80 yards behind us, and I had turned the audio up 0. This is the actual audio. It is quite impressive.
You guys got long legs. Oh, there's another. I don't think I got him in it.
Oh, you're about. Oh no, he wouldn't.
Oh, he wouldn't. We could do another one.
Oh, graciously, ahead of me I saw a tree, a great big tree, oh graciously, the only branch was 12 feet up. I'd have to jump and trust my luck. The only branch was 12 feet up. I'd have to jump and trust my luck. And so I jumped away from there. But away up there. And so I jumped. You just want to let them pass so we don't have to hear that the whole way.
I'm just trying to get ahead of it. But I don't want to.
But never ending.
So my wife and I stopped and took a break. We let that family pass. It was absolutely amazing how that man could have a child on his back, walk uphill, and sing like that. He was well over 80 yards away, and he was broadcasting that loud into the audio. And that is the original audio, not enhanced in the least. He was upsetting other people as he upset us, but this is where I come into a hard question. Would I rather him be at home on the couch doing nothing? No, absolutely not. I think he's actually teaching his kids good things by taking them out into the wild like that. But I think he should also keep his tone down. But I don't know, because, he does have young children and they need to be, well, entertained. So I don't know exactly how I feel about this, and I've thought about this for several days. Though he is public enemy number 1 to nature, as far as we are never going to see a thing, he is out and about. So I wanted to encourage you to go out, but be mindful of other people. Take your children, educate them, but also teach them to be respectful of other people. Because let's be honest, we go out into nature hoping to see things and to experience things. We're not going to see anything. We're not even going to see a bird at this rate. This is quite insane. But good on him for going out and taking his kids. Once again, I don't want to discourage it. And yes, that is the original audio. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Tell me how you'd handle this situation, or what you believe should happen. If you agree with him singing and bothering everybody else, or should he have been spoken to? Anyways, I started doing this because I found myself sending videos to my buddies back home on what it was like in Montana. My buddy AJ strongly advised that I start doing something along these lines, especially because, I'm a smartass in his terms. And I got kind of serious about it when I took my mom on a hike. She came and visited, and she had to stop early because she's just getting old and can't do it. Sorry, Mom. Didn't mean to talk bad about you. Anyways, we got to thinking about it, and if I take these little videos, you can go on these hikes along with us. I speed through the slow sections just so you can see what's ahead. I try not to go too fast, but I try not to go too slow. I try to keep it just right, like the Three Little Bears. Just because there are little obstacles. This trail, though, is pretty damn easy. There's nothing really in the way. I think my mom could easily make this trail. I think we'd probably have to stop about every 20 minutes, 30 minutes on the way up, but on the way back down, I think she would be plenty okay. The hike is super easy from here on out. It gets flat There's no climbing hills. It's pretty easy through this point. The views are spectacular, and it's actually kind of worth the hike. I've got to say, though, I kind of wish we ate here instead of going to the end of the lake. There is no screaming or yelling that can really be heard. The trees are kind of blocking all the noises, and it's just kind of quiet and serene. The backdrop is beautiful as well. Looking down the river is a big valley, and looking up is the big lake. Plus, you have all the beaver dams. Anyways, the internet says the hike to Avalanche Lake is one of the most popular hikes in Glacier National Park due to the lake's incredibly clear blue waters and the stunning views you'll encounter throughout your trip. You can find the Avalanche Lake trailhead not far from the west entrance of the park, just past Lake McDonald. The Avalanche campground is also close to the trailhead. The trail starts at south of the Avalanche Gorge footbridge on the Trail of Cedars and winds its way through old-growth cedars and hemlock forest. The boardwalk meanders along the roaring stream to a beautiful glacier melt lake fed by waterfalls and surrounding alpine bowl. With all the people that's here, I'm really surprised at how little trash there is. There's really no trash anywhere on the trails, either the park rangers or someone else. I'm just so impressed with that. And look at this view. This view is absolutely mind-boggling. Never would I think that I could see water so clear. You can absolutely see every detail on the bottom of the lake, and the mountains in the background and the cascading waterfalls. This is absolutely an amazing view, and I'm really glad we made this hike. This is almost worth all the frustrations. Almost. We keep wandering down the trail looking for a place to eat our lunch. You know, a place that's kind of private, away from everybody else, because there's just more people here than Newport Beach. It's kind of weird. There's people swimming and playing in the water. See a hole in the trees just to the left, so we dive down through the little hole. We find ourselves on this beach. Man, does this look good? This is a really, really beautiful spot. We might just have our lunch here, but then we run into some rangers. There's 3 of them. I have a conversation with one, and I leave some of the conversation in this clip. It's very educational. He kind of tells us the way around, and I hope you enjoy this if you decide to go. So the internet was saying if you have a CHL, firearms are legal in national parks. Is that true?
Firearms are legal. No matter, you don't have to have anything. You can carry.
In the national park.
Yep.
Okay.
You can't. The stipulation is you can't discharge unless it's life-threatening.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many damn people here.
I know it.
What trail is there not a lot of people on?
You know, I can't think of one that there wouldn't be a lot of people on. I mean, the tougher ones, they're going to be less, but there's still going to be a lot of people on them. It's just the way it is, you know.
Yeah, we showed up at like 7 this morning. So this is our 18th anniversary. And she really wanted to go to that Grinnell.
Logan Pass?
No, she wanted to go to Grinnell.
Oh, she wanted to go.
And then they told us you couldn't do it unless you had
You had to have a shuttle permit or.
Well, they didn't tell us the shuttle. They said you had to have like the horseback tour
that too, yep.
something else,
or a lodge or a boat tour.
Boat tour, yeah.
Yep.
And it was like, okay, we'll do that. And they're like, well, it's too late. And it's like, well, fuck. And then they sent us out and around because we booked a week ago. So evidently you can't buy your way into the park early for that Sun Road.
Oh, you can buy it like at 7 o'clock tonight. You can buy it for tomorrow.
Yeah, no. We bought it a week ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then so it didn't ask us for like 7 a.m.
Oh.
It just told us to show up at 7 a.m. So we did. Yeah.
Just go in. What you do is just go in before 7.
Yeah, we were 7:15.
Oh.
So they sent us all the way out and around, and then when we saw Logan, it was already like, I don't know, 10 o'clock by the time we saw Logan.
Oh, geez.
Screw that. So hopefully this is beneficial to you. I know it's beneficial to me, learning how the park works, the insides and outs, the stuff that they don't tell us about. The rangers also heavily advised that we go down to the end of the lake. They said there'd be less people and it's quite a bit quieter down there. They also said on the bank directly across from us, a bear had showed up about a half hour earlier. Just a little black bear, but still a bear. I said, wow, that's incredible that a bear would come out with all these people out with all these noise. You know, it's like a beach in Southern California, you know, kind of like the ones you see in the movie Jaws. There's just people everywhere. With the splashing, you know, children everywhere playing in the water. And then I told them about how there's just not any trash, which is amazing. The state I had just moved here from, that wouldn't be a thing. It would just be littered with trash. So as we walked down the trail to the next spot, to the headwaters, I guess, of the lake you'd call it, there was a young man that was excited to skip rocks.
Gotta be some skipping rocks.
How old are you, bud?
14.
That's awesome. More into skipping rocks and playing video games. Oh, you do better than that. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I was hoping to get another better view of the waterfall. See, there's that one. That one. Man, I'm an idiot. With all the complaining I've done, with the 7-8 hours in the car, the 40 some odd minutes looking for a parking spot. Look at this view. This is extra special. We're gonna sit down and have our lunch. We're gonna just enjoy each other's companies for an hour or so before we start heading back. But still, just look at this view. So I'm gonna walk over and show you this beaver dam. There were some kids that showed up and ended our lunch for us. It was no big deal because it was time to go. Anyways, I don't show you the whole way back. I do put my chest holster on and continue down the trail after talking to the park ranger, because now we can trust the internet. I left in a couple of clips of some conversations I have with some people and some stuff we missed on the hike in. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. These conversations are kind of funny, so please stick around. Bear's been ripping that apart. That's not a human trail. Look at that. That bear's been ripping at that. And then on that little fur there, you see the claws. He's ripping at this one too on this left side. Yeah, he's coming out here often. Yeah.
And I was like, look, if you're allergic, you can get the shot. Yeah, because she's my child. Are you guys getting married? This morning at Bowman.
Congratulations. It's actually our anniversary today, so congratulations.
Yeah, it's best day for it, right?
Yep.
18 years.
Man, we'll see you in 19 years then.
All right, sounds good. Congratulations.
I thought it was a prom picture because they're pretty young. I thought it was a prom picture.
No, that was us. Same shirt. No worries, I already got it ready.
What a great place to get married, and what a great day to get married on. If this young couple ever watch this, I really hope they know that we wish them the best of luck. Marriage is a great thing. It's a lot of work, but in the end, if you do it right, it is one of the most amazing unions you could ever have. The oath between man and God is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love my wife. Congratulations, kids. Did you see it? Did you see the lady in pink's face as she noticed I was wearing a pistol on my chest? It was kind of funny. The camera didn't pick it up, but she started saying some stuff in a foreign language in a hurry. Hey there.
You have a pistol on
Yes, sir.
for bear.
Yes, sir.
You're
Did you
allowed
see
to.
any bear?
Yeah, you're allowed to.
Let me see.
There was a bear up there at the top. There's a little black bear across the lake in a little gravel bar. We missed him by about 10 minutes. We didn't see him. The park rangers told us.
Park ranger said he's a little guy.
Oh,
Yeah. But it's better than meeting a grizzly.
yeah, I know.
So they have about 10 attacks up here a year, and I just don't trust the aerosol cans. You know?
I mean,
Yeah, I'd rather.
you have to get so close with those, and if the wind's moving the wrong direction, you know, it'll come back on you.
And I don't want to get hit by that shit either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but as long as you're legal to carry, they let you.
As long as you're a law-abiding citizen, yeah.
I'm going with you.
We're going back. You gotta go see the.
You love it though. It's beautiful.
It's pretty up there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great day, guys. Good hike. So I've decided to leave in here the parking situation. You'll see that even 4:30 in the afternoon or whatever time it was, that there's just no place to park still. I'm kind of surprised that so many people visit this park and that it's got such traction, especially with the ranger talking about how it's always this busy. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But at least people are off the couch. I hope you enjoyed some of the conversations that we've had in this video. I happen to really Asian couple. I also really enjoyed watching the expression on the lady in pink's face. If you notice, traffic is still coming down pretty steady out of the mountain. And I'm going to take this time now to tell you that it was pretty heavy traffic all the way down to the base, as a lot of people don't know how to drive in corners and windy roads. We saw a lot of license plates from Texas, Oregon, Washington, Wisconsin, Georgia. It was quite amazing how many people from out of state were there enjoying the park. I'm very thankful that you watched this video, And if you would, please leave a comment if there's anything you like or didn't like. Also, please tell me what you think of the park and the volume of the people. Was I overreacting, or was the other couples overreacting, or were we right by being slightly irritated? If you have any other suggestions for places you'd like me to check out here in Montana or northern Idaho, please leave a comment below. Also, I left this in so you can see how we're parked. Pay attention to how close we are to the barrier rail. I have to literally back out into traffic so my wife can get into the passenger side of the vehicle. Once again, I really thank you for watching, and I hope you have just a blessed day.